No. How are you? How are you, please? Check my mic.
Dog, we are doing
Madam, we are
well,
good.
thank you.
Thank God. So at least we have done. I'm coming, please. I'm trying to set the volume. Please, as if the volume is low. Okay. That's fine. All right. So at least I've given you some information. I gave some links that you should have to go through. So I asked the course rep that you listen to the audio of the third lecture. If you have any questions, etc., with respect to the information, you note it down. And then you complement it with the short links of the video so that you watch. And if also you also have any issues, you bring it up so that we discuss. Basically, I said that today we're just going to come up with discussions based on what you have, the information you have gotten and how we have to clarify it. Yes. So that's what I told your course rep. Yeah. So I think, and I trust that most of you watched the video. Did you or you didn't? The short video links that I shared.
Yes, dog, we did.
Okay. And then the lecture 3 to the slides that I gave, at least you're able to play to listen to the information or the explanations on those slides. So now I'm awaiting, before I come up with anything, I'm awaiting any contributions or questions from your end. If there is something that you chanced on or you want to share or you want us to open up in, let us know and then we get going. Yeah. So the floor is now open. I realized when I joined you with the other group, we were 55. Where are the rest? They've logged off. Coach rep. Hello.
Oh, please, they will join back.
Okay, no problem. So I'm asking for any contributions or insights that you may want us to bring on board before, if you have anything to talk about, we do that. I know today is for your personal learning, but then I also want to come in with little information. It wouldn't take long anyway. Yeah. So the floor is now open. What did you gather from the short links and then the slides that you reviewed? Mm-hmm. Who is setting the ball rolling for us, please? Hello? Yeah, Angelina. Let's hear
Okay,
you.
thank you,
Yes.
Mike. So,
Yes.
from the short videos,
Mm-hmm.
I learned about innovation,
Mm-hmm.
and with what the video spoke about brings me to my case study that I encountered during my, and then based on the question as well, if whilst
Mm-hmm.
you are in school, you can become an entrepreneur. Yes, you
Okay.
can become an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So for my case, in my secondary level, I was a visual art student. So I had a chance
Okay.
to create a lot of things and then sell to my colleagues on campus, which worked for me.
Okay.
Along the line, I generated interest. I wanted to expand it. So after school, I did jewelry as a whole course. So I wanted to
Okay.
expand my
Mm-hmm.
designs. So when I
Mm-hmm.
came back from school, I met other co-designers and then we collaborated. And
Okay.
then these were people from Nigeria and then Togo.
Mm-hmm.
And what I failed to acknowledge was the currency strength in each countries, because
Mm-hmm.
unlike Ghana, our currency is strong and is stable. So you could transact with it and then get a little income. But for
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, our currency is higher than theirs. So if you are transacting with them and then you want to transact with what is here in Ghana, you will lose. Same as Togo as well. So our
Mm-hmm.
first set of work was successful. We got our income, but the second one, it couldn't go through well. So we had to reduce the price market so that it will fit between the two countries. And the third
Okay.
one, we run at a loss. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, hey, what happened? Because the loss was so much. And then
Mm-hmm.
we did another one again. We ran at another loss. No, the sixth one, we had to go back to our drawing board and then sit and then learn, because from school I learned I couldn't have a lot of equipment, but at least a little I used. My creativity helped me first to get what I want. So I used that one. We came on board, and then that's when we realized the currency strength in each countries, and then the market strategy for each countries. And then we sat and then we did everything well. And then we went back. And then when we went back, it was okay. But along the line, individual preferences. So working with Nigerians is tough. You need to gather a lot of strength to work with them. I lost a lot of money, and then I couldn't go back to the jewelry business again. So, I realized that yes, you can work as a student, you can become an entrepreneur as a student, but once you encounter the losses and the mistakes and everything, you learn from them to grow, so that going forward, the other businesses will be strong. And then because you will learn from your weaknesses and things, when you want to expand and then have co-partners on board, you know what to do and not to repeat the same mistakes again. So this was what I learned from that.
Thank you so much, Angelina. That was insightful. Maybe we would have to advise Angelina what she has to, when next, what she has to do. But then before we get to that, any other, thank you so much. That was very, very, very insightful. Yes. Please, we all watch the videos. We have gone through the slides. We have looked at the short videos that were, or the video links that were given. Please, let's come out, because we are sharing experiences and based on what we have learned, so that we'll know. Okay. So who is the next on the board before I come to what I have to do? Today won't keep long. Yes. Who is the next? Course rep. Where is my course rep? Hello? Course rep. Oh, he's off the line.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think I will contribute on the part of being creative.
Okay, Mr. Mustafa, let's
Yes,
see.
yes, and in the slide, as Ken Robinson said, he said human beings are different.
Yes.
So with being creative, I want to use it, or I want to set an example with myself, where we're a team. So usually the task can be given, and then there's a time duration. So you see that others end up finishing the task on time,
Prince
and some
Afo, clean
delay.
my screen for me. Continue, please. Prince Afo, you have marked my screen. Clean it. Yes, Mr. Mustafa, let's hear you.
Okay. So I was saying that with being creative, it is, we are all humans, but we think differently, we act differently. And then with being creative, whatever you do, it assists or it helps you to do your work fast.
All right,
Yes,
Mustafa.
because
Yes,
as I was saying, there are most of the times that we have tasks, and most of my colleagues or myself, we don't still there. We either have to go and help them. You find out that maybe the short that they were supposed to do aside just what is being given. As the thing being given, you have to also have your own ideas as how to go about it, not just going directly on what is on the paper. So being creative too helps you in all that. So that is the contribution I also want to add.
all right, Mustafa. Yes, any other? Let's take a third and then we try to pick one of the videos on creativity and then we listen and analyze it. Yet, we want a third person to also come on board with information. Yes. Who is the next person to come? We are waiting. We are 41 here. I'll be speaking, but I need you to also come around with something so that we can have a look at it. David Akwefu. Akwefu, if I get it right. David.
Please give me a moment. I will be in the right place. I will share my.
You do what?
Give me some moments and let me be at the right place.
Whilst we are waiting for David, he says what? There's something information. Theodora, let's hear. Theodora, yes, what do you have for us? Today is a short meeting. Oh. I'll be discussing, but wait, we are trying to understand what you read so that we can also come on board. Hello. Hey, my people, are you not speaking? I need you. I've given you the slides. I've given you the videos today. I gave you innovation, etc. So I need you to come around to let us understand some of the things. And then you are not speaking. Why? Let me share something. Oh. There is something I want to share. Angelina Apia. Angie.
Yes, madam.
Let's hear you. All those who are not ready to share means that you didn't read anything. When we try to.
Madam, should I do another contribution?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Before I play this video for us, it's part of the things that I put up. Yes,
Okay, so in the next video with Ted, the speaker made mention of some key important reasons. He made mention that if you don't take the step, you would not make the mistake, then you to correct yourself in the next one. Fear is good, but we should not allow fear to control us. We should take a bold step. And then he also made references to some popular people who have made it into the industry, and then he shared stories about them. He also made mention about some personalities who went on retirement. After their retirement is when they were able to come up with a lot of things, which we have them on the market now. So you should take the bold step to do whatever you want to do without being feared or panic.
All right, let's see this one. It's just 2 minutes. That's why I'm sharing this one.
I'm Dr. Damandeep Kaur from the Department of Education at the Bhopal School of Social Sciences. Today, we are going to learn a very interesting topic, creativity. So, creativity is very important for an entrepreneur. I would like to share about Vaibhav Jaiswal and Amardeep Pradhan, who started their business Prakriti in 2011. And they were very worried about the plastic waste. So they introduced the plates, which were made up of Erica bamboo leaves. So there was a problem, okay? And still there's a problem when we look around. People are still, using these plastic plates. But there are some people who are thinking of the solution. And I really appreciate the efforts and the creativity of Vaibhav and Amardeep, who really brought solution to this problem. So let's know about the meaning of creativity. It's an ability to generate new and new.
Yes. So, hello, hello,
Hello,
hello.
madam. Hello, madam.
Aha.
Hello.
I think you have watched this video, but then what I wanted you to understand is that as entrepreneurs, it is with us that we are always focusing on problems. And then once we get the idea of the problem, then means you have to look out for solution. That is what we want to, that is what will spare us the creativity in us. So much as you find yourself in the environments where people are comfortable, etc., you will realize that we are looking out for, challenges or problems that need resolution in a bit of making sure that life is lived better. And then again, as an opportunity for you also to come up to solve an issue, to bring yourself up. And in so doing, you'll be able to make some money out of it. So as every individual, just as we have every human being, we are creative. Just as we had Angelina saying that she had the opportunity of, being a visual art, etc. And then after school, she decided to partner with some people from different, entities, and then she realized along the line that they had to do with not only the work that they were doing, but the currency as well. So much as you find yourself coming up with a creative idea, you also have to make sure that you're able to figure out how it is going to play out. That's how come you have to do feasibility studies or feasibility based on the idea that you have. The moment you have the idea and you want to work around it, there is a thing that you should have a plan. That's the business plan. Aside it's there, in terms of that product or in terms of that service that you want to render, you should come up with a feasibility, knowing how much is going in and then how much will come out. And then again, if even you decide to partner with people not from your own entity, then you also have to know where they're coming from and how much they're bringing on board. It gets to a time that maybe the fact that you have partnered, you can decide ways of trading that particular product, but all will boil down to the fact that you have to be able to undertake or embark on feasibility, and that will let you know whether it will be workable or is not workable. When we talk creativity also, what comes to mind is that some people have the perception that creativity lies with some special people, but it is not it. Okay, every human being or every individual has some level of creativity in him or her. The only challenge is that some people have been able to realize it and then work on it, and then they have excelled. There are some people who haven't paid that much attention, so they don't seem to be creative, but everyone is creative. If you were not creative, then we'll be all wearing the same clothes. But because of our creativity, we can decide that this is the color I want, this is the style I want, this is what I know would fit me, this is the shape I want. That is what, should tell you that everyone is creative. Creativity doesn't lie with any special people, but the only thing is that some persons have been able to grow their own, elevate their angle of creativity because they have grown to know it and then work on it. And then it's now something that is helping them in their living. Some also have this misconception that when you talk creativity, we are talking about children. It's only a child that's, children that are creative. But we should know that we have all once been children. So you should know that at that level, you are also creative. What happened? Because now we feel a bit, laid back, and then allow other people from the other walks of life to push down our throats all sorts of things that hitherto, if they were not there, we could have worked on it ourselves. I had a chance of traveling out some few weeks ago, and what happened was that I realized that there were things that this man was doing, the apostle who just died, Joseph. He came out with products or technologies that you could just wave at it and then it will come on. You get it? I don't know how many of you watched some of those series. Hello? Did anyone amongst you watch those the series? There were some televisions that you could
Yes.
wave and then it will come on. Yes.
Yes.
But that time, I'm sure maybe in the Western world they were doing, but it was not so popular here. We were even not in the know about it. Now that is what is happening outside. You go to a bathhouse, all you do is you try to fly your hands around beneath the tap, and then the water is coming. If it has to do with soap, the same thing. tissues that you are pulling from the thing. You wrap you flash your hands under it, and it pops up. You go to use the closet, you just wave at it, and then it flashes off. So these were the things that he was bringing up. So we in this part of the world, what happens is that we always believe in some level of some superstition, and then it's like when someone comes up and the person is not within our space, we try to downplay it, but that is what is trending outside. The video that we were watching, we realized that the lady was talking about plastics and the waste. Now, we in this part of our world, before plastics came, the polythenes and the rubbers, etc. came, we were using paper bags. I don't know how many of you chanced on that. Paper, the brown thing that we developed into bags and were using, only that they were not strong. Those were the things that we were using. And from nowhere, we were introduced into this with this rubbers. And now it is almost everywhere, destroying the land space, choking gutters, etc. Some of these things add to some of these situations that we find ourselves in. As an entrepreneur or as a country, and with persons nurturing to become entrepreneurs, how can we curtail it? That is the thing that should come to your mind. That as an entrepreneur, what you do is that you sort out for problems and how they can be resolved. Now, there is a thing that you can collect and then they go and then they do recycling, etc. Aside from that, as a whole, country, or as entrepreneurs, we find ourselves working. What idea can we come up with? What I realized when I traveled out was that because they have realized the distraction, some of these rubbers and the packs that they call the white packs that they use in packing foods, because of the realization of the harm these things are causing. Now, when you even go to their shops to buy or buy products, they will not give you any rubber. Just as you over here, you buy anything and the dish is in rubber. No, you would have to pay to buy rubber or the polythene, if that's how best we can understand it. So that you in paying for, now what happens is that because you wouldn't want to pay just $1 or $1 plus for that rubber, next time you are going, you go with your bag and then you pack the stuff in. And even they will serve you something out, it's paper bag. That is how they do it. So that is a way of, discouraging people from utilizing some of these things. So as entrepreneurs, these are the way we have to think too. You can come up, much as you are coming up to, produce stuff, show way of how services can be, applied better. You can also come up to also write a policy document based on what you are thinking or how you are foreseeing things. And then it can be, taken up. These are some of the things that we have to look at for. That makes you entrepreneur. Even in coming up with those policy documents, it will move you to the next level, and you would have to show the way of how things can be done. And that is also entrepreneurial enough. Yes. So it's an idea that you have to work around so that you are able to instill changes that are positive in growing the entity or in growing the country or in growing whatever idea that you have. So much as we are entrepreneurs, we are human beings, we have to think differently. We just always don't have to conform to the way things are done. You know that things are done in a particular way and it is all right. Why would you have to conform? You would also have to come up with your own idea or your own perspective and make the people understand that this is what you think and this is how you feel. If we go, it will help the country, or it will help in terms of the entity, etc., that we are trying to come about with. What we are seeing currently is that most institutions and organizations or business leaders are complaining about the products that we are churning out as graduates when they come up or they finish. Why? Because they are not able to fit into their space. So the skills that we are giving in terms of the courses or the subjects that you have taken, how entrepreneurial are you working towards in those domains? Because let's say you are doing programming and then there are so many programs that have been written around there. What can you use programming to do to help, grow your entity? That is your interest. If you have, let's say, networking, you are so much, glued towards networking, you love it. How can you in which better way can you come about with some networking ideas that will enhance the work within the organizational space, within the institution, etc.? For yourself, at the end of the day, you earn a name, you earn some income, and then you're able to also bring people on board to also work. This is the angle we are looking at. Now, parents equally are also, worried because they don't know what to do. They are also confused. It's as if we are in a turbulence. A whole lot of new things are coming about in terms of technology. Okay. But then you can't sit and say that, fine, when you look at technology, let's take the angle of having phones. A lot of phones are bound. So, the phone market is true. Why would you say that? Have you tried to assess what the others are doing? Because we have so many brands. We have the Apple, we have the Alcatels, we have the Nokias, we have the Samsung. All those, they are all phones. Are they not phones? Hello? Hello?
Yes, they are.
They are
Hello,
all
madam.
phones. And each one has what he's, tall at in terms of holding that phone. Let's come out with some names up like Apple, the iPhone, and the Samsung. I need one of us or two of us to tell us what is special about those products. Let's know. I mentioned the iPhone, the Apple, and Samsung. If you are to be given a phone, which one would you select amongst the three, iPhone, Apple, and Samsung? If you are to be given or someone should dash you a phone, which one will you select and why? So that you justify that. Yes. Let's hear from you. Anyone can attempt to answer. Yes. David.
No. So I would say iPhone. Okay.
Why?
So the reason why I'm saying iPhone is that, at first we have smartphone that existed before iPhone, but Apple improved the user experience by combining the touch screen, interface, internet access, multimedia features, and other apps into the ecosystem, to the one device. This has transformed the Apple industry more in advanced way. That's why you see currently people prefer should I say iPhone more than other smartphone. So you combining the multimedia features and other how do you call it interface, it makes more people attractive to the product.
Okay.
So that's what I would say.
Yes, David, thank you. Yes, any other? Now we have Apple and Samsung. Someone has selected. Yes.
Okay, doctor.
Yes,
I
sir.
also going for iPhone. As a content creator, iPhone has a good camera quality. So that's the reason why I'll go for iPhone. And iPhone is very fast in terms of maybe you are using it for multitasking. It doesn't lag. Yeah, so I think that's the reason why I go for iPhone.
Yes, we have Apple and Samsung there. Yes, let's
Madam,
hear from
please,
you.
I want to share my opinion.
Yes, Angelina, let's hear you.
Okay, so before iOS, that's iPhone, there was BlackBerry, which
Yes.
had all the features as iPhone. But along the line, BlackBerry was solely for security personnel because of the security features that was in there that helped the security people. And along the line, iPhone had I don't know if they got the inspiration from BlackBerry, but now BlackBerry isn't in the market again. So for an IT personnel, I'll go in for Samsung because most tech people go in for Samsung to help them with, because there are a lot of things that iOS hinders you to get. Yes, content creators will go in for iOS because of the multimedia features and then everything in there. But Samsung also has a lot of features. In fact, Samsung is really expensive than even iPhone.
Yeah.
So for me as a tech person, I'd rather go in for Samsung.
Thank you, Angelina. Any other? We have the Apple is there. No one is selecting the Apple. Yeah.
Okay, madam. Hello.
Yes, we hear you.
I will not go for either Apple or Samsung. There are other Android phones who are also better. Although you didn't mention, but I also just want to
You
chip
can
in
bring it
this.
on board, please. Bring it on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what we have Techno, we have Infinix and stuff. Now I've used Samsung for more than 15 years. But what I realized that Samsung, although it's good in terms of feature, is good. What audience that says good, Angela. But Samsung have its screen very expensive. When they have issue with your Samsung phone, the screen, the amount you buy the screen is, even if you are not careful, it's even higher than the amount you bought the phone. So probably people are going in for different ones, either Infinix, Techno.
Hello?
Even young ones who are not even working, which is to use iPhone. And it has become like a fashion. And I've been seeing big people who are doing well, extremely well, who are not even using this expensive phone. They are using normal.
Yeah, we are listening. Yes.
What is he talking about?
Yeah, that I wanted to even
No,
ask him that
it's
question.
just it's an argument.
Please
I'm not
allow
saying
Evergreen to finish. Yes,
I'm
Evergreen.
not saying it's not
Okay,
a good phone. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not a good phone. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that the reason why I will not go for
Evergreen, we have lost you.
they just completed JHS. And their father is doing very, very well. Their sister is in abroad. No, all of us started giving them iPhone Pro Max, and the way they are even using the
Because
phone.
it is fast,
Yes.
Charlie.
So that's what I was.
Thank you. Any other before we move on? We are continuing. Yes. So, yes. Dennis, your mic is on. Do you want to tell us something?
I wanted to say something about the iPhone, but they've said all that too. I think it's
They've
fine.
said,
iPhone, yeah, iPhone is very stable, when it comes to the application. It doesn't allow you to install apps anyhow, like the other Android phones. Like Samsung, you can install anything you want to install, which is free. And at the end of the day, you end up getting adverts. Once you are there, no adverts will come on your phone.
Unnecessary
ads. But with Apple iPhone, you won't have such issues. The phone does not slow down. You can multitask, do anything you want to do. Just open everything and then be scrolling through anytime you want. So I'll go for iPhone.
All right, thank you. So let's look a little at the innovation. I think I put some innovation aspects also there. I don't know how many of you watched that one. The innovation short videos. Hello. Hello.
Yes, please, I did. I watched.
So what
idea.
What did
So
you
the idea should be new and it should be of some utility.
I'm listening. What did you watch? Hello.
Yes, madam. So it gave the
I gave the links.
explanation
Yes,
to.
I gave the links. Yes.
It
But in
gave the
terms of innovation, when what came to mind? Let me see. Come on.
So, Doc, I would say that with innovation, let's take this Uber transporter as an example. Those companies did not invent cars or taxi, but instead they introduced a new business model by using mobile application to connect passengers with drivers more efficient. So it makes transportation more convenient. So with innovation, I would say is the key, how do you call it, a driver to entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So that's what I will say.
Any other? Yes. Innovation, from your perspective, how would you define it? Any one of us can try innovation based on what we learned today. Innovation. How would you define it after watching the short videos and then what I showed? How would you define innovation? Hello? Or you want me to? Let me just play small so that maybe it will come back. Is it playing? Or I'm not sharing? Yes.
So let's begin with a simple definition. The word innovation comes from the Latin.
Can you see the video?
Innovare, which means to...
Sorry. I just got it wrong. Hello?
Hello,
Yes, madam.
Now we are here.
I was trying to share the innovation, but I don't know where it's from. Or can you see? Or it's playing at your end?
No, it's not.
Hey, what's happening?
So you scroll the video down.
I don't know what I did to it. A lot of openings here. I'm coming. Please.
Yeah.
Let me just see. I scrolled it down.
Yes, for now, but your screen is not.
My screen
you
is
need to
not
share
showing.
Yes, please.
Let me just do it again. I just wanted us to pick a few things from it. And then we see. Let me share it again.
So let's begin with a simple...
Madam, please, the audio is not coming.
Can you hear me? Can you hear?
We can hear now.
Yes, we can hear now.
Brilliant
Okay,
idea,
sorry.
like a smartphone, but it could also be social innovation, changing the world into a better place through applying good ideas to make something better. So let's look at a few examples. Take the motor car. Now, the motor car wasn't invented by Henry Ford. He and many others worked a long time during the early part of the 20th century, the late part of the 19th century, to create something which revolutionized the way we move around. Essentially, the ideas around the internal combustion engine and the various other components helped us move from horses as a form of transportation to cars and opened up all sorts of social and technical and commercial possibilities. Or take pharmaceuticals. Many of us are alive today when otherwise we might have died of many different diseases, not by luck, but because we have an industry, the pharmaceutical industry, which spends a great deal of money doing research, coming up with ideas, and creating value from those ideas. Life-saving drugs of all shapes and sizes have changed the world. Or take the printing press. Way back in the 15th century, Johannes Gutenberg came up with the idea of movable type in a press, and through that developed the innovation, the printing press. Again, something which changed the world, particularly how we communicate. And actually, if you think about that one, that's a great example which shows social and commercial value. There's a whole industry, the printing and publishing industry, which has grown on the back of those innovations. But at the same time, it's an innovation which has changed the world in terms of how we communicate with each other. One of the tragedies in the developing, and indeed much of the world now, is the shortage still of clean drinking water. And a good example of a social innovation, a simple product, a drinking straw, which would allow anybody to drink water which is itself polluted and dangerous, and basically drink that water and have the experience of drinking clean, purified water. A product called Life Straw. Another example of ideas about technology, about chemistry, about filtration, but ideas which are deployed to create, in this case, social value. Now, one of the things we have to recognize about innovation is that it's not like the cartoons. You know, in the cartoons, that magic moment when, bing, a light bulb flashes above someone's head. There we are, innovation. Except that it's not. That's an idea, but there's a lot more that has to happen before that idea can create value. It's a journey from idea to value. Now, the good news is we know a lot about this. We have probably about 100 years of research, 100 years of hard-won experience to help us make that journey. We're not alone. Many people have done it before us. So that's the good news about innovation and how we might manage it. Success in innovation isn't an accident. It comes from learning the skills, understanding what goes on in the journey, and deploying those skills to help create value from ideas. So one of the questions we might ask ourselves is, who is going to make this journey? Well, the answer is simple. It's the entrepreneur. Who? Entrepreneur. It's a strange word. It's a French word originally. But what it really means is somebody who undertakes something, specifically the one who undertakes the journey, who makes innovation happen. And it's an important concept because innovation, as we've said, doesn't just happen, it's driven by people. Now, 50 years ago, one of the great management writers, Peter Drucker, put this very clearly. Basically, he said, innovation is what entrepreneurs do. So if we think about it, innovation is essentially something driven by entrepreneurs as agents of change. And another context in which entrepreneurs can act is in the field of social innovation, trying to create social value through ideas. A couple of examples. Dr. Venkataswamy is an interesting man. He basically didn't even begin his entrepreneurial career until he retired from his normal job, which was an eye surgeon in India. His job was to treat cataracts. Cataracts is essentially a problem which blocks the vision in an eye. If you have 2 cataracts and you don't treat it, you go blind. He knew how to do the operation. His challenge, his passionate mission was to bring that care to people in the poor villages of his home state of Tamil Nadu. And basically those people couldn't afford the operations in the big hospitals and so went blind. How could he innovate, come up with ideas that would create the social value that would enable those people to see? It's a wonderful story. Around 12 million people today can see who would otherwise have gone blind. Or in the same space, Martin Aufmuth basically came up with the idea that since around 150 million people in the world will need glasses, and not all of them can afford to go to an expensive optician, can he come up with a concept? And his concept, the $1 pair of glasses. Again, a wonderful story of innovation, but in this case, entrepreneurs driving through change that creates social value. So in fact, there are many different ways in which entrepreneurs can act, whether it's in the startup, growing a new venture, whether it's inside an established organization, helping contribute ideas which create further business value, or in the field of social innovation, making the world a better place. In fact, if you think about it, we're all potentially entrepreneurs, agents of change, making some or other kind of change happen. Which makes it really important to understand the key skills required to make that innovation journey and make it again and again. And that is what this course is about.
All right, so let's hear from us. Hello? Hello? Yes, So what do you make of this small, short video we have here? Based on what he says. Why innovation? And what is, why would we even have to be innovative as entrepreneurs? Hello?
No, please, can you come again with the question?
I said, what is the essence of innovation as an entrepreneur? How would you, explain what innovation is and how is it good as an entrepreneur to be innovative? Yes. Because he mentions here that everyone is innovative, and as an entrepreneur, everyone is an entrepreneur. Just as I mentioned, he also came to affirm that. So when we talk innovation, what do we mean here? And why the need for innovation? Who is trying for us? We all listened, unless we were sleeping.
Hello.
Evergreen, what's your name? I can see Evergreen Computers. What's your name? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, what's your name? I say where the name you have here is Evergreen. And I'm asking, what's your real name? Because Evergreen Computers, I sense is the name of your entity. Is that not it?
Madam, it's Richard, but I don't even know it has changed to any Evergreen. I don't know. So I'm sorry.
So I've told you.
I don't even know why Evergreen is there.
No problem. You carry on. Let's talk.
So maybe I'll change it later. Please forgive me.
So let's talk. Yes.
Okay, so an entrepreneur to become innovative is very, very important, and it will be good to your profession, because when you are an entrepreneur, being innovative, you come out with your own style, your own skill. So there are ways that people does their things. You can choose to change it to come in a different form, and you also will be in a very unique in the market field, because market has to do with your uniqueness and how you can bring something different. So if you're an entrepreneur and you are not even innovative, if you are not careful, you'll be copying people. But you should come, as you said earlier, you should come out with your own style and your own way of doing your things. That's what I would say.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Any other, please? Innovation. Why is it important? What does innovation mean to you? Explain it from your perspective, based on what we just listened to. Innovation. David.
Yeah, no.
Yes, please.
So I would say innovation is about you introducing a new idea or improving on a new idea or a product. So let me cite this example. You see, this the network that we have, which is MTN, Telecel, and then the rest. You see, at first we're having the telecos. So there was an idea over that. Let's bring up a mobile money so that it will make easier for people to send money or receive money in our various places without we not visiting the bank. So the innovation was already there, but there was a little idea that was improved for us to start using this mobile money and stuff. And as it continues, there was a different idea that okay, now when you're using MTN, you can't send money to maybe Telecel. So there was a development that came up that okay, let's introduce interoperability, that maybe if you have MTN, you can send money to maybe Telecel or maybe Airtel Tigo. So innovation is about introducing a new idea and also improving on the idea that you provided. So that's what I would say.
Okay, David. Yes, any other?
Madam, I would say that it's like adding value to a product that you have or a new one that you have created.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who spoke? Is it Dennis?
Yes, it is Dennis.
Oh, okay. Yes. You said it's about introducing what? New ideas into the already existing ones. Is that what you said? Dennis.
That is about adding value to
Mm-hmm.
an already existing product.
Okay.
Or a new one that you've created.
Okay, that's fine.
Doc, let me add this one to about what my brother just said.
Yes,
So,
David.
So innovation means turning creativity idea into practical solution that improve the way things are being done. Like an example that I cited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, David. Angelina. Oh, is that not the name? Angelina, yes, your hand is up.
Yes, Doc, thank you. So I think innovation mostly goes hand in hand with creativity.
Yeah.
You can be innovative because there are other existing products on the market. That's innovation. But it's your creativity that will stand out to make whatever you've created, the innovation you've had about it become unique. So just like David cited with the interoperability platforms,
Okay.
you could now cross borders, but with the crossing of the transactions, other banks do not release database, so it becomes difficult for you to still send money to other banks, from another bank to another bank, because they'll tell you because of data protection act, so they can't release it. It has to, so it means that there has to be more improvement on that. And if I should take myself with my secondary experience, we had a lot of jewels on the market, but the little creativity I added to mine made mine unique, and so a lot of students went in for it. And that was the same concept we used to cross borders, which worked. So innovation is good, but the creativity that you add to it, that will make it stand out.
Stand out. Good. Thank you, Angelina. So yes, any other? Today I'm not going to keep long at all. Also, it's supposed to be self-study. Yeah, so basically what we are trying to say here is that much as you are an entrepreneur, these two words shouldn't leave your dictionary: creativity and innovation. Because much as you wish or you love to turn your ideas into new opportunities to be done, maybe there will be already existing things that are there. The first gentleman who mentioned that when the mobile money thing came and then they couldn't do transactions from one network to the other. Before, when the idea, which telcos brought the idea? Is it MTN? MTN first initiated it, right?
Yes, please, MTN.
So when they did that, I think Telcel or the Vodafone also got into it. But then what they did was, initially, I think MTN, it's after when you send the money that you know whoever you have sent the money to. So Telcel or the Vodafone also got it and then said that fine, we are also going to adapt that approach, but then we are going to add this feature that before you press the final two, whoever the money was going, the person who is sending the money will know the identity of the person, because what happened was, as much as it was being utilized, you send the money before. So if it's the wrong person, you send it before you realize that you have sent it to the wrong person, and it has to come back tracking, etc. So Vodafone used that approach. And then based on that, I think along the line, MTN also adjusted to also adapt or fit it somewhere in theirs. So it came up that all these networks also adapted it. So people have started doing things already. I always say that there is nothing like you are coming out with, some novel or unique something. A lot of people are doing it, not even if it's not in Ghana here, it may be elsewhere. Just as I mentioned, there's a apostle who just passed on, who was trying to introduce things in terms of the technology that you could wave at it and it will come on. We saw it as some people or most people saw it as there's some spirituality in it, etc. But now when you travel outside, that is what is being utilized. You don't touch anything. Everything, you just flash your hand and then it starts working for you. That is how it is. And I know they're also coming up with things that also, other things aside the some of these technologies and etc. that we are using, they are going to also go deep into other stuff that is there. But what are we also doing in this part of our world as entrepreneurs or as young people coming up with technology and all these ideas, zealous to get into the market space? How can we do it? That is what we want to know. That's how come we have I took the trouble to come up with some of these. You watch and then it spares your minds that what can I do? And then I put that forum there. I know some of you have done it. Please, let's get there and do it. It sends you thinking, what can you do? Now, this is a person who had a visual art background. Now, the person has found herself in IT. This is what she's doing now. So, how can she combine these two ideas or these bases to be able to come up with something novel for us? Because much as we are found in this part of the world, most of the things that we do are social. So, we are mostly looking at the social entrepreneur side. Elsewhere, in most of these developed worlds, what they do is that now they have arrived. So everyone, those who are being entrepreneur are wanting to earn names to what they do. So it is not about the money that they are looking at, it's the fame that is attached. So they have to strive on to come up to do something that would, put them on a higher pedestal so that their names are there. But we are yet together, but then we are still trying. Much as we are doing social entrepreneurship too, some others are also looking at that perspective. It's not really about the money, it's about the impacts or the idea that the person will be able to break through to an idea that people will use or buy into it. That is it. So that is what I have to say now. Any contributions, any questions, etc., and then we go off. Yes. Someone is burning. Hello. If you have something to share to, an idea to share, just as Angelina did, please come out and let us know. We are all learning. Entrepreneurship is our learning. It's not about always reading notes and coming. No, that's not entrepreneurship. We learn, we try to get information, we try to practicalize it. Because I don't know how we'll do it, but then at the end of the getting to the till, and we'll be able to come up with group works of products of services that you work around with the idea that you have put together so that we know about it and it will present on it. So any one with any experience to share, any ideas to share, I know most of you are working just as we have evergreen computers. Evergreen computers, can you tell us something? Because I know you're already working. Aside you, many are, but I saw your name, so hello. Hello. Where is the gentleman? Evergreen, are you gone? Hello. Course rep.
No,
Evergreen, are you there? I need someone. Evergreen, you are here.
no, please. It's like it's out.
Hello, madam.
Okay.
Hey, you decided to drop off. Why?
Madam, I'm here.
All right, Richard. I know you are
Then
working,
the
right?
name was the evergreen. I've changed the evergreen name. So
I know. Don't worry. I said I know you are working. What do you do?
as in the work I do, madam.
Yes, please.
Okay. So I'm a public servant and I'm in the Ministry of Justice.
Okay, did
So initially I was an
initially
investigator.
you were where? I can't hear you.
Ministry of
Hello.
Justice.
Okay. That's
Can
where
you
you
hear me,
are.
madam?
I can hear you now.
Yes, please.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So initially, before I started the course, I've been in IT department for more than 12 years.
At the
IT and
where?
forensic. Yes, IT and forensic department for 12 years. And now I've been moved to become investigator.
Okay.
Yes, please.
A private investigator?
No, government investigator. Initially, I'm with Wk4.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I need someone who would want to help us with doing his or her own thing here, and then will want to share the idea with us how it began.
Okay, apart from that too, let me add this. Apart from that too, I'm into poultry. So I have my own poultry farm.
How did you get the idea and how did you start with that one? Is it a big thing that you are doing?
Yeah, it's now becoming big.
Okay. Let us know. How did you
So,
start? Yeah, let's
so
see.
3 years ago, I realized that this public service and government end of month paying job doesn't really pays a lot. Although it does, but you still have to wait for at the end of the month before you can get something on the table.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, you realize that family comes in, external family and internal family issues comes, which you
Okay.
still need to support yourself. And other thing too is that man are growing and we still go into retirement. And I've seen a lot of people go into retirement and they're not doing anything. And they are suffering, even paying their rent and paying school fees become an issue. So why not me trying to create something for myself that's either on leave or I'm not on leave or anytime I'm home or whenever retirement comes, I'll be able to survive without depending on monthly salary. So going forward, just with praying and thinking, this poultry farm idea comes in. So I started with a very small way, try to learn and know what poultry farm entails. So gradually, it's about 3 to 4 years now, which I started with 100 beds. Now it has grown to 6 to 700 beds. And very soon I'll go into almost 1,000 and 1,005 beds.
Interesting. Yeah, good. Yes, very good. Yes. So thank you so much, Richard.
Yes, madam.
Any other example? These are some of the things that comes up. You see, that's how come I
Doc,
posed that question
Doc,
there
you
at the
should
forum.
you should
Yes.
you should tell us the challenges that he faced so that we are planning to
I was
enter
going
will
to
go
come
well.
to that. That
Okay,
how
sure.
he started, where the idea came, and why he chose even that as against other things that he was going to do. That's how come I
Travis, that's not
posted
the
that
challenges,
forum.
right?
Yes. Why did you select that out of the many things that you could have done? Why did you select that?
Okay. Apart from that, that's not the only thing I'm also doing.
Hey, okay.
I already mentioned I'm in IT. So before I
Yeah.
even joined the main work for government paying work, I was into IT. I ran a cafe before, so I was into IT. And now I do go to some schools to repair their computers and do the network laying for them. Asking
Okay.
whoever has come for my
Okay.
services.
Okay.
So
Okay.
going into that, I realized that that is what can give you profit almost every time.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
challenges as cross rep also ask is that
Okay.
your sleeping time become very short because you
Uh-huh.
have to be vigilant on the beds. You have to wake up very early in the morning and steady their mood and their move. So anytime
Okay.
when you're at home, although someone takes care of them, anytime when you are home, you have to be careful. The beds will not die because they can die at any time.
Okay.
So they are allergic to noise, disease and viruses also in the air. It
Okay.
comes.
Okay.
So there are a lot. If I have to speak of challenges, there are a lot. So
Okay. But then still you are able to survive it because you have learned.
yes, please. So I use more than 1.5 years to learn, to study before and venture into it fully. The
Okay.
first year was in the practice mode because I knew that when I was entering, people were discouraging me that Massa, want to build this. I said, okay, I'm learning. So even if I invest and they die, don't worry. God
You
being
have
so
learned.
good, I passed through for those years and I didn't experience any
Okay.
casualty or any mortality.
Okay. That's fine. So, David, I hope you have heard any other that should tell you that brings me to the point that much as the idea come, okay, there is the essence of getting the understanding well, studying it and knowing how to work around it. Because much as you have the idea, the next thing is you have a plan or a framework as to how you want the thing to be. And then if it is something that you don't know so much about, you have to make sure that you speak to people who are already in it or experts or read research about it. And then when you are certain within yourself that you can take that move, that is when you take the first step. But in taking the first step, you don't have to go in with your all. There should be, a practice, time. That is when you come up with your product or the prototype, you have to let people test it or attest to what you have, and then tell you about the goods and the bads. That will help you to be able to position or ship that particular product or service well, so that it can be opened up or improved upon, and then make it big. That is how it is. Because, for instance, if you was starting, just as you said, he used 1.5 years to study how to do it. If he had just gotten in and putting everything in it, before you know, he would have lost out. That is not entrepreneurial enough. You should have, that's why we say that as a part of the features or characteristics of an entrepreneur, they assume some level of risk, but minimum level, not that it's risky and you push yourself in, because they should always have a way that they can come out. And then in addressing the question of,
please,
let me finish.
Madam, please,
You
Madam, please, I want to add that many of us, as you said earlier, almost everybody is an entrepreneur, but most of us is afraid to
it is the fear.
venture into our own businesses.
Yes, the fear that will push you back. But just as we are saying, you have to make sure that in having the idea and in reading, you have to just, we said a journey with 1,000 miles.
Even if the idea is not there, as you said, research and learn, and the ideas will come.
That is how it is. And a journey with 1,000 miles begin with a step. You have to step forward to do it. And then again, when I asked why that, he says that because the return on investment is that every time he's going to make sure that he's going to get something, then he felt that it was good enough for the person to start. So it depends on what you are looking at, the idea. Some people want to get quick returns. Some would want to look at it in the future. But based on how your situation is and what you want to do, that would propel you as to which option to go. Now that he's an IT person, he's a poultry farmer, he's a IT networking, if you want to come and help resolve certain things within your division, because of his background, he can even push his products online, yes, easily, with ease. Maybe he has the bets and they are ready for buying. He can easily mount a page, put it there, and then people will get to know, and then they'll come around. That is how you have to be able to come on board.
So, Madam,
Yes.
the online thing I'm not doing because I can't even meet the demands in the market.
Thank you.
The demand is plenty, so I can't even meet them. So that's why I don't go online.
So that is what we mean. Much as you are into IT, it's not about the fact that some people may end up doing something else, not necessarily IT. But then because of the background that you have and what you have learned, you bring it on board when the thing has come into fruition and you want to open up and let others know. You get it? There was a gentleman that I taught some years back, and he, based on what we are doing now, just as people are talking, etc., he started some small, it's just a local drink something, he started it gradually, and now it's a big thing that he's doing. Yes. So he started, I made them come, those times what I did was that because they were regular students, I made them come work in group. And then he came, he said he wanted to be a chef. I said, IT person wants to be a chef. Okay, we'll see about that. So they come, and then he comes with, varieties of drinks, local ones, from pineapples, from watermelon, so many combinations. And it was so beautiful. So he started small, getting to know about it. So I was asking him, how are you going to market? He said, Madam, when I get to a point, I'll have to go online. Those times, TikTok and WhatsApp, they were not there. You get it? But now, gradually he did it, and then he's making it big. And then I asked him, so why don't you just put it, just as the response that Richard gave, he says, Madam, I can't meet the demands. So I dare not go there. So I have to stay within my range. But now I have gotten extra hands, and then he's doing it. So he's doing his IT bits, and then into serious production of some of the juices for parties, for weddings. He says he can't meet the demand yet. So that is how it happens. So everyone can do it. So we have to kill the fear first so that we can get in there. I want to pause here. If there is anyone with any other contribution, please let us know, and then we take it from there. Today is for self-study, so I don't have to speak so much. Any?
Okay. Good evening, Madam.
Somebody is asking, what's your name? So he says he's in your class, he's Richard. Or who asked that? Emmanuel. Is it Emmanuel Daku?
Yes,
Emmanuel,
madam.
you asked the
Yes,
name
madam.
of Richard. He's Richard, he's in your group, so connect with
Okay.
him. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good evening,
Someone
madam.
wanted to say something. Yes. Good Good evening.
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr.
So I would
Robson.
want to
Let's see.
make a contribution. So from our first week, I remember working out that I also operate a laundry as a side
Okay.
hustle.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I started, things were it's like we were just doing it as the normal people were doing it. So I come to realization that the other shops, the other laundry operators, they are only doing working, as in the customer will just bring their staffs, or however the customer gets to bring the staff to the shop is not their concern. All that they are interested is the customer brought the items. So I also decided to include a pickup and delivery service and online booking. And I think that also really helped.
Okay.
So I realized now the pickup and the online was coming more than the walking,
Okay.
which has been the normal tradition that all laundry shops have been doing.
Okay.
So I think that was also the innovative aspect I inculcated in my laundry business.
Okay. Good. That's fine.
Thank you.
So, just as we are saying, much as you have introduced the online and then the innovative of working, you can do further research. The fact that you chance on an idea and you are working, it doesn't mean you stop there. Get advanced knowledge in it, so that all the time you realize that you are a step ahead of those who are around. That is what it is. Either than that, you'll be stuck in where you find yourself. So make yours unique. Because after all, you have been trained, you have been taught entrepreneurship, you have worked through it, you have learned, you have watched videos, etc. So bring it on board and you realize that you stand taller as against all those competitors that are around. Yes. Iman Odakon, yes, let's hear you, and then maybe we'll end here.
Okay, Doctor.
Yes,
So I
Mr.
also want
Dan.
to make a contribution.
Yes, let's hear you.
I was an administrator in a Montessori school.
Good.
Then when I started working, I think they were doing paperwork. They were not having any system
Okay.
in the school. So with my knowledge in Excel, I started, developing a system using Excel VBA, whereby I was able to track students' fees and all that. So gradually, I started, making research, learning. Then I learned how to use PHP to build a system, fully school management system and all that. And
Okay.
as I'm talking to you, that is my side business that I do. I build system and sell it online. Then from there, I realized the school was not having smart bell, that's siren. They were
Okay.
just using the normal
The old one.
bell, yeah. So I also made a research on how to, install siren for them. And
Okay.
because of that, now the siren too is also part of my business that I make money out of it. I install
Okay.
siren for schools around and doing
Okay.
well. I also, made posters or flyers, and I was posting on Gigi and Visa app and other social media platforms, get, clients. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So thank you, Mr. Daku. So in all, what I want to add is that much as we are doing all these things, please make it a point that your company, you register that particular thing that you're doing. You get a name, just it may be one room, it doesn't matter. Just get the thing registered. Make sure that you have, a business plan. It can be small or etc. We'll go through that, and then you have it there so that you get to know, people will get to know your stop points, etc. They have, a contact that is credible, because I say credible because there are some contacts that are placed by some products that you can't even recall and it never answers. That is it. The moment people know that this product, the numbers that are on are good enough, when you call to them, you get etc. They know your location or where to find you at any point in time on online, etc. Then you also try to come up with people attesting to whatever you are doing. Yes, so that at the end of the day, you get yourself out there. Now we are moving in a tech world and everything, has to go that way. Either than that, you have a nice thing in a corner and nobody will know about it. So on that note, I want to end here. And then in the next class, I think next class wouldn't be face to face. It will still be online, right? Hello?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Online.
Okay. we'll continue with that. And then please, the forum, I need you to share your ideas and then comment on some. Read after you have posted your own. The next thread, you look at your comments on what somebody has, put across, whether you agree or disagree to that one, and comment on it. Yes. So I'll end here. Have a good evening and then good week. Bye.
Bye.